Gracie, did you get out the hamburger meat so we can start cooking supper? You know, I said I'd cook up some for you too. You and the kitty crew. I hope you got out the oldest package first. I'm coming on in the kitchen now. Let's see what you got. Well, she's got hamburger out all right. I guess she dug out everything she could find in the freezer. Now, let's see what she got. Oh, yep, I'm thinking she got out everything I had in the freezer. Now, I know she took this out yesterday to defrost. Yeah, fresh ground beef, $73.27. Oh, yeah, we bought that back on April the 10th, 2022. And it was $2.40 a pound. Imagine that. Yeah, we'll be cooking that up tonight. Oh, why'd she get out the burgers? I've been saving them for a special occasion. But as you can see, in June the 22nd, 2022, it went up 20 cents. Of course, now, these were already made burgers. And of course, they're Blackwell Angus, you know, the fancy stuff. And it's also 73% lean, 27% fat. And if you looked at the thumbnail that I put on, that was my recent visit. Oh, back end of August, where meat prices for ground beef was $3.45. And you know, everybody says meat prices will never come down. Well, I happened to go to Superfoods yesterday to look for some plant starch, and I had a friend, close family member and close beloved friend, asked me what ground meat was in my area. They were looking at a sale, and this is what we found. So I bought a pound, just to show them. And where it was $3.45, and that's what's on the thumbnail for this video, back in end of August, first part of September. Look at here. It's now $3.25 a pound for the 75% lean, 25% fat. So yeah, it's a little better quality than the 73% lean here, 27% fat back in 2022, and the 73 lean, 27 fat back in April 18th of 2022. Yeah. I mean, in 2 months it went up 20 cents. And then it went up to $3.45 here. Like I say, end of August, first part of September. And now here on November the 10th, it dropped back to $3.25. So there you have it. Now, we're going to have to get these back in the freezer. We'll be having them this coming week as well, because they're getting a little long in the tooth, I must say. As was that. And then we'll get this wrapped up and stuck back in the freezer. But I thought it was just sort of interesting, since Gracie got all this out, to show you how ground beef had went up, and now it's coming back down. How far will it come? Who knows? And you might wonder what we can do all about that. Well, you know, I did a video about the price of beef, and was it the truth or a lie? And I actually showed where the cattle herd has been far less than what it is now back in 2014. Of course, people said, well, there's a lot more people now. Yeah, well, with the prices they're charging these days, yeah, people just aren't buying as much as they did, or any at all. And that's something I've seen every time I've been to Superfoods, Walmart, or what have you. I don't see people stopping at the meat counter. They'll ease on by. They'll take a look, especially at the beef. The chicken being hit the hardest, because it's by far the cheapest protein on the market now. You know, unless you're getting boneless chicken breast, America's favorite, it seems. Of course, that's too pricey for this little old country engineer. He gets those legs and thighs and leg quarters, and I'm just fine with that. I don't know about you. But yeah, what's ground beef costing in your area? I'd like to know, wherever you may be, throughout the U.S., Canada, and other countries. Europe, Germany, the U.K., let us all know. I think it's important for us all to know, and let us know whether you're buying the same amount you used to, or you're cutting back, or buying cheaper cuts. But I'll say this, and I looked at the cold storage report. The November edition has not come out yet. They're dragging their feet. But the October one had, which actually reflects the prices, or not the prices, but the cold storage inventory as of September the 30th, and there was plenty of beef. So, is there actually a shortage? Doesn't shortage mean that we're going to go to the store and there's none going to be had? You see, ever since the events of 2020, which I took you back in time yesterday, and one thing you saw was what meat prices were back then. I also showed you what ground meat cost back then. $1.75 a pound. Imagine that, as well as steaks and chicken and pork too. So if you haven't watched that previous video from yesterday, I hope you do, and share it with a friend of yours and someone you think might be a good addition to our community here as well. So yeah, just a little interesting tidbit before I start to break out the old fry pan and get everything going here. Because hey, it's a rainy day, finally, in the deep south, after 8-10 weeks without nary a drop hitting this place. We're so proud. Yep, we're finally moist. I'm loving it, as well as everything alive is too. Even the kitty crew. I saw them dancing this morning when I gave them their chow. So yeah, take a minute, let your fingers dance upon the keys, and let us know what your ground meat prices are, what you buy, whether it's 73-27, 75-25, 80-20, 85-15, 90-10, whatever it is. Whether you're into ground chuck or ground round, it doesn't matter to me. Whatever you choose, it's fine by me. But you see, I know the flavor's in the fat. And if the fat bothers you, you just tilt the pan. Get out one of them there teaspoons and dip it out. Yep, there ain't nothing that makes a better grilled burger than a high fat one. That's fact. You know, unless you like dried grilled burgers. So there we have it. Just a little quick video to show you based on what Gracie found in the freezer today and the refrigerator. Like I say, that was bought yesterday, November the 10th, 2023. $3.25 a pound. In my mind, that's hard to beat. So there you have it, y'all. Glad you stopped by for a minute. So we could reminisce and go back in time to 2022. Just what meat prices were for real. Because I showed them to you. And like I say, let us know what they are in your locale. And yeah, I got to get cooking. Gracie's got 1 pound thawed out. I don't know what was in her mind getting out all the ground meat we had today. I guess she's just showing off. So hey, until I, Gracie, the princess of the house, the kitty crew, Cleo, Spooky, Speedy, sometimes Heathcliff, and old Fluffy Muffin. See you on that next episode of Mr. Tom's Neighborhood. Y'all take care. Stay safe. Live the best you can. Be happy for what you got, whether it's a little or a lot. May God bless you all as you bless those in your lives. Goodbye for now. Well, we got to get to cooking. It's Saturday. Alabama plays at 11. So I got to throw things together so it can be cooking while I watch the game. Yeah. Oh, later all. Thank you, Gracie.